Let's try it this way. Good morning, this is Chris. Backyard Garden Realness. We were able to make a lot of progress yesterday in the yard. We mowed it down, a lot of the overgrowth from over in this area. This is our project for the rest of the day to kind of finish cleaning that out. Have I showed you all my compost pile? I compost over here in the corner of the yard. I've got a chicken wire fence that was built up, and we maintain that over here. I'll show you what's in there now. So we need to add some more brown stuff and clear out some of this growth so that we can continue composting. Our task for today is to complete this cleaning up stuff, but that's not why we're here. More squash are going in there. More squash are going in there. Remember the watermelon yesterday? How tired and drained they looked? Look at them today. They're bounding out of this pot. Look at there. Mylan, you might be right. We may either need to anchor the bottom of this pot, or instead of allowing them to grow up, let them grow out. We are also going to put down weed barrier and then add mulch just to kind of make this space look pretty in the yard. But that's not what I wanted to show you. That's not what I wanted to show you, but it sure looks good. Look at these flowering peppers. Still no fruit. I can't believe it. No fruit. No fruit on the peppers. Is that normal by now? They've been planted for over a month. I don't get it. But okay. Tomatoes. Oh, that chard. I still need to come get that chard. Do you see how much the okra has grown? The okra has grown. I am thrilled about that okra. It's looking good too. So we have 1, 2, this is a volunteer plant, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's one in the back underneath the charred leaf that's fallen. And this might even be a little okra too. So I'm gonna come out and do a little love work over here just to make sure all of our okra thrives and survives. Here are our collards. The corn looks good. Last night, we didn't make a video because I wanted to get in and out very, very quickly, but we planted beans. We had soaked the beans overnight. And we planted beans around the corn stalks. This corn is struggling, you guys. I don't know what's been in this garden bed that ravaged the corn. You'll remember the pictures, but it's doing pretty well right now. I hope it continues. Talk about a labor of love. What I did want to show you is this. Yesterday, the blossom on our zucchini plant was closed and tight. Look at the change overnight. There's one. Here are 2 more little blossoms. Can you see them? Gosh, that might even be 3 more little blossoms on the zucchini plant. We're about to have zucchini babies. Our chocolate sprinkle cherries, cherry tomatoes are doing really well. They're so pretty. I'm amazed at that. Our cantaloupe. This is the other thing I wanted to show you. Remember how these little tendrils were barely holding on yesterday? Look at there now. I'm going to pull this through, and actually I'm going to pull it through this side and help it grow that way. And I'm just going to help it just a little bit to guide the cauliflower or the cantaloupe the way that I want it to grow. I'm not sure if you have to pollinate these flowers or if they're self-pollinating. Maybe I should come out with a makeup brush, but I can't tell the difference between male and female plants or blossoms like you can with the zucchini. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm just gonna leave it alone and hope for the best. The other thing I wanted to show you, you see this? Is that, look, they're starting to blossom. Look at how pretty that red and scarlet color is. Holy mackerel, we're gonna have so many buds and so many beans when this is all over. Look, here you can see them. I'll go around from the other side and get a better picture. And then, of course, more cantaloupe. And these little beans over here are doing very well. I'm thrilled. I'm gonna pull this little guy through on this side. And again, train your plants. Train your plants so that they'll come up and grow to the direction and the location you want them to. The idea is to make sure those beans have enough space. Cantaloupe and beans, I may have overcrowded that bed. It's a 1x5. I built that myself, and I absolutely may have overcrowded it. I'll figure it out by the end of this season, and if I need to make adjustments, I'll do better next time. You may wonder why this space is empty. We have planted at least 3 runner beans in that place, and they just never grew. So, not sure what's happening. And if you have any ideas on how to build a higher trellis for this little guy, because he's still looking to grow, please let me know. This is just a 2x4, and I'm not sure how to build something. I just don't know. I don't know. Let's check our zucchini. This is the favorite part of my morning. Let's see how big these fellas have gotten overnight. Oh, look at that fat daddy. Look at there. And it's heavy. At what point are zucchinis done and ready to be harvested? Do you know? Because I don't. Here's the other one. There's the other one. But what I really want to see is the plant that we pollinated yesterday. Let's see how much she's grown. There she is. Can you see back there? So the pollination was successful. How do I know? The blossom is still on it. It's yellow and it's closed. Her work here is finished. And now she's going to start bearing fruit. The fruit will grow. I do not see any other female zucchinis on here yet. They'll come. That made me happy. But when they do come, I will pollinate. Yeah, beautiful. There are a few down there, but they're not ready yet. Nothing. Our cucumbers are still looking good. Still lots of flowers on that cucumber plant. Now, can you see how much it's grown up? Can you see? Look, they're growing through. We've got the tendrils wrapped around. Look at this one. It's wrapped around so that it's giving it some place to grow. I'm just waiting for them to jump. Oh, look, they're jumping over to this, I guess it's called cattle fencing, but they're jumping over there and they're heading toward, there's another blossom. They're heading toward the major fence, which is exactly what we want them to do. Great. I'm excited. Come on, cucumbers. We're gonna have lots of cucumbers and lots of pickles. Thrilled. Last thing, you'll notice that we weed whacked all of this high grass that was over here and then butchered some bushes. So we're gonna come out and finish doing that today. but I got stung from something in the high grass when I was over in my herb garden the other day. So I figured we better take down that high grass. We took in dill. I took in rosemary. We took in basil. I took in parsley. And last night I made a beautiful focaccia bread with some other things that we had in the kitchen. We had mushrooms, we had tomatoes, and I used long beans. That was some of the best focaccia bread I'd ever had in my life, straight from the garden. So I'll share that recipe, because why not? And I'll even share a picture as soon as I can post on Facebook. But this is all that's going on over here. Everything looks really, really good. I'm gonna pull off the dead heads from these marigolds and keep them going. There are still buds on the marigolds. Can you believe that? Again, I planted those at the beginning, I guess it was the end of April. And they're still going strong. That's a good one. But I'll pull off the dead heads. And it's as simple as that. All right. Any questions? How's it going in your gardens? Look at this new parsley coming up. I guess I need to harvest more parsley. I'll come out and do that later on today. How are things going in your gardens? Are you growing anything? I know that some of you posted pictures. I haven't been able to comment yet, but I certainly will. I can't wait to see them. If you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see, if you have any suggestions or questions on problems that you're having, maybe you're having aphid problems, maybe you're having issues with squash vine borers, maybe you want to see how I apply my DE to the squash plants, because squash vine borers will get into the actual stalk of the plant and lay the eggs. One day your squash plants are doing great, and then next morning they're flopped over dead. So we can talk about what that looks like. I might even have pictures from when that happened to me 2 summers ago. I cried. It's a labor of love. I grew all those squash from seed. So this is Chris standing in front of Tomato Alley with a kind of big mess on my hands. We'll have it cleaned up today, and we'll come back this evening for another video. Also, let's look at this German Queen tomato. I'm very concerned. Has anyone ever grown a German Queen before? Because I'm getting buds. Not a lot of blossoms, I should say. I'm getting blossoms. Not a lot of blossoms, but I'm getting some. You can see though, can you see that? They're not putting off any fruit at all. I have no idea what to do. And that's really disappointing. I was excited to see what kind of fruit a German Queen tomato is. But live, learn, do better. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous Friday. Oh, look at all these San Marzanos coming in. Charlie is going to be so excited. We buy San Marzano tomatoes from Publix for like $4.99 a package, and he sits down and eats them all in one sitting. He's going to have so many tomatoes to eat. It will be my pleasure to serve them to him. Okay, that's it for today. Oh yeah, there's the basil that we harvested. I don't know if I did that right, but boop, it'll grow back. Thanks everyone. Talk with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.